As first-time homebuyers, we were naive enough to think that we could, go out to open houses on our own, and it was so scary and overwhelming. We really felt like it might not ever work out. And so then that night, we went and saw Greg, and all of that just evaporated. And so instead of walking in alone and scared and feeling totally unprepared, we had Greg on our arm, and he just walked in. He knew the realtors that were showing the properties. They were like, "Hey, Greg, these are your buyers, welcome to potentially your future house."
Being first-time home buyers, we didn't really know what we were in for, and in terms of the forms to fill out and finding a lender and all these different aspects of the process. And because we don't know what we're doing, we needed someone to help with all the different parts of it. And we knew that we could depend on him, that he was trustworthy, that he would have our best interests.
He actually helped match us up with a lender and was able to give us advice on a lot of areas outside of just the purchase of the home.
I wasn't expecting that much from him, and he just blew my expectations away.
He always took our calls and put all of our nerves at ease, and it just really couldn't have gone any smoother. He wrote us an offer that made us a very serious and strong buyer, and even though there were multiple offers, they chose us. In
a competitive buying market, it takes that kind of realtor, and fortunately we had that, which was great.
And there was never any pressure from Greg. It was always, okay, whatever you guys feel comfortable with, and I just want you guys to be happy. The day we closed, I immediately went to work on making changes to the house. And Greg was such a good sounding board during the whole process. He let me come over here many times to run ideas by him and paint colors and really things that were our decisions to make. I really wanted his opinion on.
I would recommend Greg because he was dependable. Besides being busy with other clients, he always made us feel like we were the only client. In the beginning, it feels like an onslaught of paper, and so you're just getting emailed all these documents like, okay, what am I signing? What's this? What's that? And we could just call Greg. He would answer our calls and say, okay, what are we signing? What are we looking at? And he would very clearly state, what we were looking at and what the implications would be, and he'd give us advice. As a result, a very potentially stressful situation, he put our mind at ease. We were, as first-time homebuyers, very in the dark, and he was the flashlight. He was the one that showed us the way.